All right, we're good to go.
All right. So I am a self-taught Canva user, so can't say I know everything, but I will do my best to easily show real quick a couple tips of what I do. And please let me know if you have any questions, and I will go from there. Okay. So this is literally Canva, canva.com. It's free. I think I signed up through Facebook, but you can add a password and username. When you come to the main screen, you'll pretty much see something just like this. Now you can do this on your phone like we were talking about earlier. I have the app on my phone and I use it on my computer. I find it easier to use it on my computer and I can move faster. And I think there's a few things that you can do that you can't do on your phone. So we're just gonna do the computer version for now. Hi. The first thing you would want to start, and I'll go through and show you some of my old designs. The first thing you would do is literally just this button up here that says create a design. Now you guys can see my mouse, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is either to hit this button up here, create a design, or you can come down here and pick different sizes that you want to create. I usually go straight with Facebook posts because it just makes it nice. It fits on social media, but I know that you can also choose. When you hit create a design, you can go to like an Instagram post if anybody uses Instagram, or I use the Facebook cover for my Facebook group because it makes it that nice long. So just play around with those, but I'll just stick with the Facebook post for now. When I hit just that Facebook post, it just gives me a blank square to do whatever I want to do with. The nice thing about Canva is that it gives you pretty much any template for holidays. You can see over here on the left hand side, Earth Day Facebook posts, if you have a sale, if you have something to celebrate, birthdays. I mean, they've just got all sorts of different things you can use. If you are looking for something specific, so if I wanted something with a spring theme to it, up in this search templates button, I just would search spring and just kind of see what it comes up with. Most of these you'll see when I waver over them in the bottom right hand corner here, it says free. I have always stuck with the free options. I've never paid for anything on Canva, but if you want to do something real fancy schmancy, there are ones, and see these are all free. There are ones when you pop over them that have a little crown on them, and that just means there's a charge to use those. So if we go back up to the top, and if I just pick this one, because maybe I like the coloring or whatever it is, it already gives you really cute little fonts that you can use, and it gives you little blogs up here and little posts down here. This is so easy, guys. You literally just highlight this, and you would type Young Living Facebook or something like that, and it's going to change that, and then you can come up here and put sensational theme, and then I can come down here and easily change all this. Now if I don't want this writing down here, you can literally just delete it all and it won't show up. Sometimes I get where I want to move things around. This whole block right here will move together. So if you want to ungroup those, you'll see just above this where there's an ungroup button.
Oh, cool.
And you can literally then just move individual things around. I like to use some of the Young Living graphics. And so if I wanted to put, let's say, the Desert Mist diffuser on here, like let's say this is for a sale or something, a lot of what I do is I'll change the background to white because a lot of the graphics that we use or can use have a white background. If I'm gonna show you real quick how to upload a picture you use. I searched on another tab, Desert Mist diffusers, and I just found a nice picture of a diffuser with a white background. I saved that picture onto my computer, and when I come back to my Canva, if I go over to the far left where it says upload, I just hit upload, and I would upload an image. I go into my computer, I find Desert Mist Diffuser, and it's literally just gonna, just as quick as that, bringing me a picture of a Desert Mist Diffuser. So what I wanna do is I wanna bring that over onto my graphic. If I brought this over into my graphic, it comes in huge, first of all, so you just edit it to bring it down to size. But it's got a white background, and it kind of looks like it just is stuck in the middle of a beautiful graphic. What you can do with these graphics then is you can change the background colors. So this one is that aqua blue, aqua green. If you look up here in the corner, it's going to show you what color this background is. If you just hit this, it's going to give you all of these color options for the background. Now, if I were to change it to white right now, everything would disappear. So what I'll usually do is I'll go, whoops, I can't make everything disappear. So I'll give myself back that color, and then I'll go over to my writing and I edit the color of my writing. So when I highlight all of this text here at the top toolbar, you'll see different fonts you can use. These are, oh, see right here, do you see this little crown? That means it's going to cost me money to use that font. But you can choose any of these fonts and change how everything looks.
Cool.
If you just hit this little button here, it's going to give you different colors for your fonts. So if I wanted to choose, let's say, a dark blue font, and I'll change this to the same thing, a dark blue font. When I go now to change the background to white so that my diffuser blends in, now I still have, it looks like it fits there. It looks like it goes there.
Nice, okay.
Did somebody ask the question? I'm sorry.
No, I just said, yeah, that makes sense. You did ask a question earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is the app is the same as the .com?
Is the what?
The app the same as .com, or is there an actual app?
I will get, I think it's just Canva app.
Canva app, okay.
Stuff. I think you need
So it'd be harder if you went to canva.com on your phone than to use the app, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you know what? That's a good point. I've never thought of doing that with Canva.com on my phone. I've just downloaded the app right away.
Okay. Steve, if you don't like the leaves and stuff, you pick a different background.
Yes. So,
see, that's the background she chose. Go back to the templates.
Let's see. So if I go back to templates, and I can, let's see. Let's go back to the beginning. We're going to create a design. So this is what we just did. We're going to create a Facebook post. And then I could choose a Mother's Day post. And I can do the same thing here. So it's got that peach background. If I wanted to put graphics on it, I just highlight it and change that to a white background. And now I can put my uploaded photos. Boom, I can just put them, whoops.
That's cool. That looks good like that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So that's where then I can just go ahead and put any sort of Young Living graphics into it that I want.
Uh-huh. And so you can you put it like it was when it first came up, where it's in the background of the words?
Sure. And what you can do, yes, you can make it, and this is a great point, thank you. If I put this here now, I've erased all of my writing. What you want to use here is the positioning tool. So when I position this, right now, because I have the Desert Mist graphic highlighted, I can do this and put this to the back.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
And bam, it looks, I mean, yeah, that's like, and literally we did that in, 5 minutes sort of thing. Now, when you start playing with these, you just move it either like to the forward or to the back. And once you use these, you'll, they'll become second nature, but that tool will change those. Any colors on here that you don't like, or if you want a green and white graphic, let's say, you can even change the color of all of these little decorations. So I've highlighted this flower here, and I can see it's a whole flower here. That what they did for us when they created this template was just shove it in the corner. I can change that to green flower, If I want
Oh
to
my
change
God.
the color of the leaves, then I can change the color of the leaves to, oops, that changes something different. But you get the point there. You can
Yeah.
change. I mean, you can literally get as detailed as you want to make it your own. Are there any questions on that quick? I'll see what else.
How long did it take you to learn all this?
It's very user friendly. If you go, let's go back home.
So
I
that
guess,
didn't save any of that, right? If you,
I don't, let me see, all my designs, look, it
Oh, that
automatically
one
does
was there.
save it, like here's the one we were
oh,
working
yeah.
on.
And
that.
there's the Red Plain of Flowers Facebook
Yep.
one. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
If I go down through this, I mean, my husband and I are Texas Roadhouse, so you'll see graphics here too, but I have been using this for, oh my gosh, I think probably 4 years, I want to say. You can also start when you create a design. You can also just start from blank. If you don't want any templates and you just want to add your own elements or your own graphics or your own text, you can use this toolbar on the left-hand side. And if you wanted a picture of a raindrop, then they have all of these different photos you can use as backdrops also. So this little crown here would say pro, it's going to cost you money, but this one's free. So you could just bring this one over if you want to. And then you can use the text over here and just create any text you want. So you don't have to use their templates, but I usually find it easier to find a template and edit it than just to start from new.
Yeah, that's the problem I
Jamie,
was having when we were trying
Are
to
you
do
dragging those over?
When I went to this photo,
Uh-huh.
I just hit it
Uh-huh.
and it automatically populates into your white area.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then if I don't like this and I say, oops, I didn't mean to hit that, then up here in this corner where we saw that position front and backwards, you'll also see just a trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I write text, I can either do the combinations that you see here, or I can just do regular text. Just let me create whatever I want to. We can pick any font that we want to, any color that we want to. And then, oops. And then this little button up here, if you ever want to change it. I could literally, you could probably teach a 3-hour class on Canva because you can get so detailed. But once you start playing around with it, you'll see these little transparency buttons that, well, they're supposed, there you go. They change the depth of color on your writing. It just, there's so much you could do. I stay very basic and I just get my graphic and I go sort of thing. There are backgrounds, once again, you can pick from. So if you don't like any of the templates and you just want to start with your own, you're playing around, and you want to do something with candy, there's a photo and a background M&Ms. It's just endless. There's flowers. I've looked for like lavender fields on here. There.
Oil drops.
Now, like this one would tell you that, I can't see it down there, but it's going to tell you to remove the watermark, you have to pay money. And I never pay money, so I would find a different one that I want to use.
Girl.
Let's see. As far as, you go on here, you've got, you can flip the graphic. So if you want it on the other side, or if you want it on the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
You can literally, I like this graphic, but I don't want bananas in here. You just kind of crop. Oh, it's not going to crop. Why is my crop button not working? Well, usually you just kind of fold it in like you would normally crop on anything else. I don't know why that didn't work. You can adjust all the, I never messed with those, all the colors. The filters you can change so it's black and white if you want to. But pretty much just uploading, and you'll see, let's see. Like, you know, I look online, and I know like there's a couple different websites that have a lot of Young Living stuff, but most of the time I just take something straight from the website, or if I'm looking for Young Living bottles, you know, I just upload them, and that's real blurry, so I wouldn't use that one. But Sacred Frankincense, I did a post on, so I just found that with a white background, then I can create it however I want to.
There's a lot of Young Living graphics on, shoot, what's the name
Is it
of that?
Flickr? Is that the one?
Flickr, yeah. I have it saved in my bookmarks. Just a minute now. Because it was so hard to find, just going on Flickr and then finding Young Living.
Mm-hmm.
So, so there's, then when you get on there, you have to really look around to find what you're looking for. But they have a lot of, they have like spearmint flowers and yarrow flowers and stuff like that. So, let me give you the, I can put it in chat if you guys can see it.
Jamie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All of those images that I see on my right hand,
Mhm.
it looks like these are all images that you have saved onto your computer
Mhm.
of all those products.
Mm-hmm.
That's an
Yes.
excellent idea.
What I did was I did a Facebook class. It was like oils 102, I called it. So it was above and beyond the starter kit oils, and we did
Okay.
lots of different things. And that's where, yeah, they all have a white background. So then I just let's see real quick. I'll just show. Ooh. All of my, what I did was all of my designs had the same background to them. Let me see real quick. I'll show you. And then, what's up, darling? Like right here, you can see they all had the same like design along the top of them, but
Yeah.
I changed the background colors a little bit. And then they just stayed the same theme, but I just used different, and you can see like these bottles here, if I pull this up, these are probably where I use the crop tool, which unfortunately wasn't working, but you can see there's a little bit of white around them here, but I still use the color background. I just cropped the picture.
Okay, that makes
Oh.
sense. Yeah.
So when you do like your online classes, do you actually use these particular pictures that you've done in Canva and moved them over to your Facebook page?
Yes. So what I did was I made them all in Canva. I went to Facebook and created, I think I used Post My Party back then when I was doing a couple Facebook classes. I did Post My Party, and so I created my Facebook class, and I just input then these graphics. That's one thing I didn't show you, if I can show you real quick, is that when we created something, let me go home real quick. I don't know. Okay, so when we have, let's create a design real quick. I'll just pick a template.
Okay.
My computer's working really slow.
Mine too.
If we just pick the Mother's Day graphic, even though it automatically saves every once in a while, when I'm done with it and I want to save it, up here, I'll type in Mother's Day 2020, and then that's what my file will save as. And when I hit this button here, I can change how I want to save it. So I like to save all of my graphics as a JPEG. They just, I don't know, they seem to be easier to work with on social media. So I change them all to a JPEG, and then I download them. It's going to download it onto my computer. Or this is when I really like the app, because I can just save it onto my phone, and then bam, I can use it right into Facebook. Whereas here, then I have to save it, and I have to go to Facebook, and I have to, kind of download the picture.
So can
this
you,
public,
I'm sorry, can you create it on on here and then open the app on your phone, like create it with your computer and then open your phone app and have the same files there and download them that way?
Yes, 95% of the time that works. Every once in a while, for some reason, something will go screwy with the formatting. But most of the time, that's what I do. And I'll even take a screenshot of it on my phone and save it that way instead of saving it into a file on my phone. I really like taking screenshots of things. So everything you see here that's saved into my designs here on the computer, because I'm logged in as Jam Weeks, when I log onto my phone on the app as Jam Weeks, then all of my graphics are still there.
Okay. So Steve said he only has a phone to use Canva. So the positioning text stuff, Steve, can you just talk or can we hear you?
Huh? Sorry.
Steve?
He's muted.
Anyways, he says, the positioning stuff, is that available on the phone too?
As far as positioning like text and pictures on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? My daughter has my phone because she's playing video games.
That's okay.
I want to say on the phone on the bottom, it's like if you hit that plus button, I think that's where you add text and graphics on the phone, on the app.
Oh, okay.
And I think you just use two fingers to move things around on your phone.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's just a little harder to like touch the word you want to change on your phone because my fingers always hit the wrong thing.
So if you guys want to open the chat, I put in the link for Young Living's Flickr account.
Oh, okay.
So the chat on Zoom, I think it's down at the bottom on the computer.
How come I can't see the chat?
Okay, so I've got it open. Oops.
Hey, Jamie, can I ask a question while everyone's looking at that?
Yeah, please do.
So the issue that I seem to always have when it comes to Canva, or I use PicMonkey because it just seems easier, is I never seem like I can do two things at once. Like find a picture, and while I'm working on the picture, I have to save that and then bring in a design behind that. And then I'm never able to add to, let's say, a picture of a cup or whatever. Can you explain how to do that on Canva? Or I'm sure they've got to be similar, or whatever.
So are you talking about as far as like layering different items on the graphic?
Yeah, like text or a picture, so on and so forth.
What I always find useful, and what we'll do, I'll pull up a new one. When I'm adding an element, let's say a doctor, and then I also want to add some text to it, and I want to layer those couple things. Is that kind of what you're referring to?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
But I don't think you can do that on the phone at the same time.
With the phone, I think at the bottom you have to do that. Use that plus button, and what I should do, Steve, is look at the app and then get together with you, unless there's anybody else that also is going to use the app, and get a good refresher course on it, because it is harder to use and it frustrates me. So I try and use the
Yeah, and that's why I asked that question, because if I cannot, then I'm not going to cause myself stress.
Right.
It's like buying the wrong size shoe.
Right.
I was trying to create a graphic a couple of days ago, and I found it harder to use my phone than to get on my laptop. And I was able to maneuver and make my own graphics. It was really easy once I started playing around with it. But when I was doing it with my Samsung, I just was having a hard time. So my learning helps to get familiar with this thing too, using it, because I don't carry my laptop around with me.
Sure. Yeah, I leave pretty much basic graphics to my phone when I'm trying to do. Usually it's just wording when I use it on my app at this point.
Okay. So I'll just have to play with it, just like I did with the laptop. See
Yep.
what I can do. And not
Did I miss anything, or did I not cover anything slow enough or well enough?
No, I think you're doing a great job. Thank you.
So there's like folders there, so you can, like, you could put all your Young Living stuff, you could put all your family stuff, you could make folders for each.
You absolutely could. And it's funny you say that, because I just figured out that folder thing earlier today when I got on and realized that I could put things in folders instead of having all 400 graphics on the same page.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah. And once you play around with it, like, you know, you'll get the little tips and tricks. I won't spend much more time, but like, for instance, this was one I did for a fundraiser for work. And as you get better at it and you start layering blocks over blocks so that you can make little cute, like this is just something I made. Like, I didn't want to have this blank spot, so I made a blue box with a white box, and then I put the text inside the white box. And
oh yeah,
I like
that.
and like this, I wanted more space to write, but this graphic that I used was ending here, so I created this little box, and I just moved the box here, and then you work with your layering tool, and you can't even tell that.
Oh, cool.
Neato.
And see, this was a graphic that wasn't meant for Facebook. It's just a normal page flyer. So then I found this background to put behind it, because it kind of went with it. But I could have changed the background to, in, for instance, like the sky if I wanted to, and that would have changed the background around the graphic. So just
Very cool.
like you said, Alice, any you just got to play with it.
Yeah, I that's what I did. That background, that brick background, is the one I used to do mine Mother's Day, and it was easier than I thought. It was just, I guess I just let myself get in the way of actually creating something, think that I couldn't do it, but it's not that bad.
Nope.
Nice.
Not at all.
Yeah, I was being frustrated with the white background on the picture, and I should have just picked a template with the words and just put the words on, and
Yeah, I end up changing a lot of the backgrounds just to plain white. They're just easier to add graphics to.
yeah.
That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's
Areas.
very good.
Sweet.
Yeah, much
right.
easier than I thought it
Yeah.
was.
So what's the next holiday? I'm ready to create a graphic.
All right.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And also, if anybody ever needs help with the graphic, please don't hesitate to, if you need something for your team or something, because I tell my husband I should have been a graphic designer in another life, because I love doing this stuff.
Yeah, you did a good
Nice,
job.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hear what you said, because what happened with me is when I was looking for it, you know, you're expecting somebody else to do it. You got to learn for yourself. And when I did do it, I was so tickled that I'd done it. I was like, okay. So it took my fears away from doing it. And
Sure.
so, and
Well,
then
I'll say no to
giving
you,
myself
Alice. Everybody else will help.
one-on-one, it's, well, I'm not saying I'm not good, I'm not perfect, but at least you're there and I can buzz you and say, hey, what do I do? Because I ran into a problem.
Yep.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Excellent job.
Any other questions, you guys?
No, this was great.
Well, I guess I have to do one of those online classes now that I have some tools.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh boy, I still haven't gotten over that fear yet.
Oh, they're easy. They're fun too, Alice. You just
Yeah.
gotta jump in.
And you can also use Oil Revolution Design. They have pre-made classes. All you got to do is talk around the picture. So
Is that a paid?
it's a paid service, but I have it, so you can go in and change your name and your member number to put on all the pictures. and then just download them to your computer. And because there's a spot where you can change the name and number, and it automatically populates them on all the pictures. So, and
Thank
then you just you know, expand what they have written on the photo, and you've got a already done class.
Well, listen, maybe I'll take you up on that.
I'm pretty sure that's still not possible on a phone, though. Am I correct, Cricket?
Crazy.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that that's not possible because you can't schedule posts on a phone for some
Oh.
weird.
Oh,
So
Cricket, what was that again? Oily Revolution?
Oil Revolution Design. I'll send you my login, Alice, and then you can look at all the stuff that's there. It's like $55 for the whole year.
That's not bad.
No.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
and they always have the promos right on the first day of the month. Some of their stuff is a little out of date, but a lot of it is new. And they, like, during the convention, they'll put the new convention products in there and that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool. So the offer stands for anybody that wants to use it. I'll send you my login and you can check it out. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah, sure.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Jamie.
you taking the time to do this.
That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yep.
Yes. I'm ready to jump in and see what I can do.
We're gonna stop recording.